therapist Schaumburg will help you in many different ways, depending on what you are going through. There should not be a stigma in going to a psychologist because they are there to help you. There are many people who go to therapists in order to help them get over certain events in their life. This is why it is necessary to build up a relationship, and this takes time. A good therapist will not push this because this comes with time. Some people become dependent on their therapists, but a good psychologist will know how to handle this and won't mind the attachment as long as they know that they are getting somewhere with their therapy. The nice thing about going to a psychologist is that you know that it is 100% confidential. You can be sure that they are not going to gossip, and this is reassuring. This is important because you need to develop a relationship so that the trust builds up. This relationship will get stronger every time. For someone who has social anxiety, you will find that just talking about it does not get you very far. At the end of the day, you are still left with the problem that you are fearful to go out in public. The best way of coping with this is with cognitive behavioral therapy. This is more practical, and it will change negative feelings into ones which are more positive. This is a type of therapy that has been very successful at turning negative feelings into those which are more positive. Of course, there are other methods, and that is what one must look into. A psychiatrist can help with the medication, because if someone has this disorder severely, then they will need to take a look at the physical symptoms. A psychologist is also different from a psychiatrist because this is someone who is able to prescribe medication. They may do this because you could be suffering from physical symptoms, and this could be holding you back on a day-to-day basis. You need to communicate with the therapist to make sure that there are no side effects with this. There are also people that specialize in other areas, such as couples counseling or child psychology. It is not uncommon for there to be a lot of tension in the average marriage in this day and age. If you ignore this, then it is only going to get worse, so you really have to attend to this in the early stages or it may lead to divorce. It is especially important to focus on this when there are children involved because the whole family will be affected. A therapist Schaumburg will take different approaches depending on what the problem. It could be that you may just need someone to talk to. A lot of people bottle up their feeling, and this is where a psychologist helps. Then there are people who will benefit from something like cognitive behavioral therapy. Probably someone with social anxiety will come out tops with this type of therapy because you will changing negative feeling into those which are more positive.